Welcome to Giant Ability TV.
The most prevalent knowledge that people have about politics is that it is a game of numbers. These days, because change is constant, the meaning of what politics is has changed by practice to be a game of smartness and played by smart people. The journey to 2023, with all the assurances with regards to its design to be credible and transparent, is having some itches, as can be seen from the political undercurrent, as seen in the hosting of the National Army Day in June and the just concluded Senior Police Officers Conference and Retreat, both events held in Owerri, the capital of Imo State, courtesy of His Excellency the Executive Governor of Imo State, Senator Hope Uzodinma. The objectives of both events were laudable and progressive, even though the timings were controversial. Focusing on the conference of the senior officers of the Nigerian Police Force, which had as its theme the imperative of a Nigeria Police Strategic Plan for Peaceful Elections. It is important to note that it had in attendance President Muhammadu Buhari as the guest of honor, the host Governor Senator Hope Uzodinma, and members of his cabinet, the Inspector General of Police Alkali Baba, Chief of Defense Staff General Lucky Irabo, Minister of Police Affairs Mohammed Maigari Digyadi, the INEC Chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu, ably represented by INEC National Commissioner, 3 former Inspector Generals of Police, representatives of the civil society organizations, as well as representatives of political parties. As colorful and exhilarating as the event was, one notable political miscalculation and error can be seen in the insensitivity of the organizers of the event regarding matters of independence of INEC, which is the only recognized political umpire responsible for the conduct of all elections, and the neutrality of all the security agencies with regards to romance or affiliation with any of the political parties. Recall that the host of the event, the Executive Governor of Imo State, Senator Hope Uzodinma, apart from being an APC governor, had held and still holds a sensitive position in the All Progressive Congress Party. He was the head of the Technical Committee of the APC National Convention Planning Committee and is currently the leader of the Tinubu Shettima Presidential Campaign Council for the southeast of the country. Except for the revelations that unfolded during the event as captured from the speech made by the Minister of Police Affairs, who, full of excitement and joy, publicly expressed what has been done for the state of the host governor in appreciation of the governor's hospitality, one would have remained in the dark and speculating. The Minister of Police Affairs was only saying in his words that one good turn deserves another.
Permit me at this point to extend our heartfelt gratitude to our host governor, His Excellency Senator Hope Uzodinma, for his unwavering support for the Nigerian police and the other security services in Imo State, and for hosting this strategic 23 election security course. Your Excellency, we appreciate you and the good people of Imo State for promoting enduring security, safety, and peace in the Southeast geopolitical zone. Respect, they say, is reciprocal. One of the biggest projects of the Ministry of Police Affairs is the Data Crime Center, where we have one center located in each of the 6 geopolitical zones. That of the Southeast is located in Owerri, Imo State, just behind the government house in Imo. It is also our intention to locate the proposed National Fusion Center for the Southeast geopolitical zone in Imo State in appreciation of the support the police is enjoying in Imo State.
Situating institution and projects of the Nigerian Police Force, which is an agency of the federal government in Imo State, just to compensate for the efforts of the host governor, regardless of how suitable or relevant those projects are in Imo State is to say the least inconsistent with the principles of social and moral justice, and this has no other name than corruption, which the present APC government, under the watch of President Muhammadu Buhari, promised to eradicate when elected in 2015. Don't forget also that the Inspector General of Police has promised not to disappoint President Muhammadu Buhari as well as not to fail Nigerians in the delivery of their mandates in electoral matters. It now depends on whether what President Muhammadu Buhari as the leader of the APC is expecting as the outcome of the 2023 election is in consonance with what Nigerians are expecting. How are Nigerians sure that the gestures of give and take between the Ministry of Police Affairs and Governor of Imo State will not go beyond what we have seen already and cascade into the electioneering activities? The highest wisdom, the best that man ever knew, was the realization that he only earns his freedom and existence who daily conquers them anew. John F. Kennedy. Going further into how far the electioneering process leading to the 2023 general elections has been compromised, it won't be out of place if one guesstimates that 25% of the electioneering activities has been rigged and taken possessions of by the ruling party APC. Recall also that the new Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Olukayode Ariwola, on his assumption of office, warned and declared without mincing words that the politicians should allow the judiciary to function. What he was saying in essence is that the politicians should steer clear from unnecessary interference in the judiciary.
Politicians should allow the judiciary to function. We shall continue to do justice if only Nigerians will allow us to perform and function without any pressure.
The example of what he was talking about is what we saw in the political romance that took place between the Imo State governor, INEC, and the security agencies. Although the representatives of the INEC chairman reiterated the earlier pronouncement made by the INEC chairman regarding BIVAS machine as the only electronic device that has come to stay and will be used in the transfer of election results, but nothing was said about the 23 staff members of INEC who were indicted in matters of election fraud. The INEC chairman, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, had earlier confirmed that 23 members of their staff were apprehended and disciplinary measures were being taken against them, though he did not specify what punishment will be meted out to them. This is a serious problem, and don't forget also about the controversies that trailed the confirmation of the appointment of some of the resident electoral commissioners nominated by the president for confirmation by the National Assembly. In spite of all the opposition and cries from well-meaning Nigerians on the need for those who have corruption charges or affiliation with political parties against them, the National Assembly went ahead and cleared all of them. This is a serious problem that is profound and foundational. If the foundation is destroyed, what can Nigerians do? No matter what anyone says, giving assurances of free and credible election in 2023, tell them to put their house in order and let their charity begin from home. So far, the process is already compromised and Nigerians are waiting to be told and shown which way to go. Never exchange your good conscience for the goodwill of others or to avoid their ill will. Charles Siemens. On a final note, there are two ways of meeting our difficulties. It is either we alter our difficulties or we alter ourselves to meet them. The choice is ours if the 2023 election, instead of being a transition, will not end up as transition.
Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to all our social media platforms: YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook.